race 10 on today's card, the final race for Monday. It's a 1 mile 6 furlongs handicap of 100. This will also be my last call for this online season. Wings of Desire, Phase 1, Pinocchio, Marcus. We have a hot favourite here. They sent on their way. Petunia got a good jump, as well as on the outside, Young Generation, the number 2, that's in the yellow. Marcus also jumped well this time, but likes to go to the back, so he's been held up a bit. Racing out wide is Young Generation. Further back, Mr. Dashing, blinded by Science. Just starting to improve his Wings of Desire in the green, coming through the runners. And from the back, Phase 1 now settles into second, but looks like he wants to take the lead, is Phase 1. So Phase 1 does go ahead to take the lead from Petunia back in second. Pinocchio's back in third. Risk Body is back in fourth. And then we got Marcus, Wings of Desire. The second bunch is very compact. It's very hard to see who's in front here, but it does look like Risk Body is just in front. From the outside runner, Mr. Dashing, Pinocchio, Wings of Desire, blinded by Science, Marcus. He's in his favourite spot at the back of the field. Young Generation has been dropped now to the rear, at least 7 lengths from start to finish at the 9 furlong stages. It's Phase 1. He's in front on those blue silks, the light blue silks. In second, you've got the dark blue silks of Petunia. Wrist Body's in the white. Mr. Dashing is back in fourth, blinded by Science. That's in the yellow. Pinocchio's in the red, and the red cap. Wings of Desire has that yellow and green silks. Marcus is in the white and the red cap. Young Generation is all in the yellow with the yellow cap at the back of the field. Only 7 lengths to find. So now that just starts to wind up. A few runners are starting to get a bit closer, creep closer. Pinocchio is looking to get closer to the action, as well as Mr. Dashing. Young Generation is still sitting at the back of the field, and Petunia has been asked a lot of questions at the back of the field. He looks very outpaced. So 5 furlongs left to go. They've split it away from Petunia at the back of the field, so he's not a contender anymore. Phase 1 is in front. Rispa is back in second. Back in third, we got Blinded by Science, who has the rail run, who starts to creep closer back into second, as well as from the back of the field, Mr. Dashing now has dropped to the rear. Wings of Desire travelling out 4 wide from the rail and only has 3 lengths to find from the leader. It's Phase 1 was in front. Young Generation makes the early move. Young Generation was held up. Now he starts to get driven along. It's still hands and heels on the Young Generation. Mr. Dashing came out for third. Marcus is back in fourth. Wings of Desire is going to need to pick up from the back of the field. It's Wise. Phase 1 is in front. Young Generation is starting to creep closer. It's eyeball to eyeball in the last furlong. Heads up, heads down. Who's going to get it? Young Generation now takes over the lead at the last. Young Generation is starting to split them away. Here's Young Generation. He's going for 3 lengths to the good now. Make it 5 lengths. You make it. Young Generation will win. In second, I think Mr. Dashing got up. Pinocchio ran a good third. The long-time leader. Phase 1 just missed the placings. There's your winner, Young Generation, Mr. Dashing. And that was my last call for this season. I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy racing for Tuesday and Wednesday.